気にさせちまったな。
Alright, we're here for another video, but I'll just list off the top 3 units that I'd use if I don't have any really good status element units that are from like crossovers or more premium ascended units and whatnot. Yeah, this SPEX Hyper stage is quite the hard fight. So at the end, around the endish of this, after I explain the units and whatnot, I will be showing my 3 runs of using the minimalist of characters. Of course, they can easily be replaced with other better characters, especially if you're multiplayer. But if you need status element, these are your top 3. So we got Shiki, Alfala, and Corsair. Number one thing with all these guys is that they do reduce status element to their special, or in Shiki's case, to all of the above, and then they do their almost-ish guaranteed status element. Shiki doing burn and blind and stuff. And then I'll follow with his paralyze, insanity, and then Corsair, of course, with the freeze. So yep, I'll just go into the other stuff and let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna be showcasing Corsair in this fight. Do know that well, these are all equips that you can get easily from the main game, aside from crossovers and whatnot. Of course, there are better equips for that. I guess I can go into specifics of crests later, but like right now, it's just main thing is that the whole team is basically being herded around by hearts and sandstone. This setup, aside from the status element units, can get through this even with Okaran doing his max damage, which is surprising. I thought I was gonna die. Yeah. Usually in this case I'd spam Sandstone's True Arts, and for Corsair, Arts, then True Arts, and thankfully her stuff also gives out 20 Arts for everyone at once her True Arts is activated. And then yeah, let's see what else. Oh, Berwick. Berwick and Sandstone will have a chance to do some fire, some burning. So do give them a little bit of time to conduct their full skill. That should be it for this. Yeah, just go in and out of Berwick's art, and then go into True Art to do a little bit more extra damage when there's a status element. Haruto, you would just keep spamming True Art, and then so what else at that point? Depending on which his Okran's attack starts getting a little bit more, let's just say, aggressive. You could activate Sandstone's Arts if you still have time, which I should say that having the timer is very helpful. Give it a little barrier so that some of the damage doesn't see through, and if it does, you still have your damage reduction equips, your defense equips. Yeah. True Izanagi for Corsair is just there for a little decoration. Its passive does really help her other equips recharge quickly. Yeah. So just keep spamming art and true art for Corsair. Make sure to get that freeze resistance reduction on Okuran, so you can have a higher chance of freeze, and then make sure you also let the skills play out so that they'd actually have a chance, even if it's a low chance, have a chance of inflicting on Okuran. In all of these, you will be somewhat breaking quite a bit. Yeah. Of course, when it gets too hard, use her was a Corsair's defense equip, and the only other one will be Sandstone's true equip. I'd say Viper for the very end because it's very tanky against Okuran's final attack. At that point, you might as well just activate your barrier for Sandstone. Well, at this point, yeah, you would. And hold on to your cane. And if you still have your support equipped for Haruto, his boots from his own event, his side event, spam that, and then hold the cane in case you need it, and then press it at the end, and there you go. I'll let this play through. Dang, I should have fixed the audio for this. Oh well. Yeah, I'll get back to this when we do the next one, the next character. All right. Alright, Big Beast Man. So, you will need quite a bit of all the clips for this, but of course it is one of the harder stuff, and this is me doing it solo. Of course you see all my big equips. I could just blast them on there, like, you know. But so here we're here trying to figure out an equip. Well, not too bad. Volti's boots from his story event isn't AoE, but anyways, yeah, I decided to, well, I was deciding to use this, but of course it could go either or. I was thinking of using this and making my excuse of being, at this point, if you're a new player and you just go to multiplayer, someone is bound to have a Milim. You'll be able to at least have the equip. but eventually I thought about it, and of course it says 49, and 49's more than 1 or 5. So I decided to use these. You get it from the Dungeon and Trials, I assume. Yes, you do. It lowers your enemy's attack by 40% for 8 seconds. Really good for this fight, especially good for this fight. Yeah, I'm trying to look for one that's similar, but eventually I get them. The rest of the set is similar. You'll be able to be more defensively equipped for this. His 4-star physical is from the Dark Ruins to give equip for the light units. Yes. You should be able to get this pretty easily. Basically, it reduces your opponent's paralyze resistance by 30% for a few seconds. Biggest thing about this one is that it might be a bit slower than you'd want. However, once everything starts going, it will be a lot better, because Luminous Stream for this guy gives him 3 arts per second. Well, at least beasts, but basically himself, which is very good. I don't know about the paralyzed resistance by 30% for everyone, but it's there, and I guess that's added protection. I wouldn't have it any other way. Main thing with this guy is the same thing with Corsair and what Shiki are gonna do. Well, Shiki's gonna in a different situation. Of course, I have her last, as this is ordered in how you would have your stuff, because of course Corsair's your starter. It should be your starter. And then this guy you would have if you keep summoning, and you ended up getting like 6 of them somehow, which is how it happened to me, but I got more than that because whatevs. Yeah, really good Dream Weekend. Dang, I need to do these showcases, huh? Anyways, you're gonna do the same thing over and over. Try to use your hard to support equip, because that is it's a lot more useful than it's given, in case you don't have any other thing that's better. But yeah, basically same thing for this guy. You would, but it's reversed-ish. His resistance to paralyze lowering is in his true arts. Luckily, his true arts also gives him 60 arts, so that you could have a chance to go into your art a lot faster. His skill also has a tiny chance of paralyzation. I recommend using both at the same time. And when we go into these thresholds, and if you're a bit iffy about whether or not you want to use your defensive equips, even though you got like 4 of them, one of them is the knives that you've seen, or the blades or whatever. Right before anything happens, make sure to click that and have it go through, because during the thresholds you won't be able to hit them for a bit. Yeah, so I recommend waiting before doing anything, so you can maximize your damage and your arts gen better. Of course, don't forget your 4-star physical for him to do higher chance of paralyzation. And the biggest thing is all of these is that you're using both burn and paralyzation. But of course, the burn part is just a side effect of the whole team. I could have used like one of my broken teams in order to showcase this. Like, I could have just traded friggin' Berwick with someone better, and then Satsun would be switched for Shiro. However, Haruto is the one character that people should be going for, and most likely should have by this point. Berwick is quite easy to get, as you can get with your tickets if you and if you ever pulled him through any other means as well. I have him at 6 fluent break, so I pulled him quite a bit in my time. Sandstone, you should have her. Her and Gerald should be your first picks. And actually, Sandstone should be your first pick. And her tree equip. Viper, you should be able to get through easily through like regular summoning means. I got like, in my whole entire playthrough, I got like 5 of them, and I don't even summon on equips that much. So that's the whole thing, and I'll just speed this up and we'll go over to Shiki's moment. Okay, so Shiki. She is a iffy one, but So I was gonna use any of my other stuff. Of course, she has her true equip. Got her that, and then the health one, basically almost anything other. There's like, even though there's not many health equips that are level 5 star, there is a lot of them that are really good, better than this booklet. But of course, everyone at some point should have the booklet. It's pretty easy to get, not really that hard. Over here I'm just reading what she does. Actually, I forgot to actually look her over, but I know what she does. Karks, you should have that that 3-star equip. It's basically unsellable. I tried selling it once, but apparently you can't sell it. I don't know why you would limit break it, because it does absolutely nothing but a little bit of damage. But its best, not its best, but its only and very good ability of giving you a great amount of accuracy as its passive. Okarun does evade quite a bit. Of course, that's why people want Shadow, and then just nuke these stages real fast. Break and then nuke and then boom, 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 boom. That's how you can get past these thresholds, is if you nuke, and then you quickly get your status element, and then you do your super powerful attack with your human water or Grass plant. Dang it! Oh, earth. Grass plant. What the fuck? Anyways, I digress. So main thing is that Shiki does help with everyone's art gauges. So above the 3, she is the fastest way if, of course, you're trying to cheap out on everything. Yeah. Major thing is that every now and then you can use her art. Well, after you do her true arts and after she gets her freaking ninja shit. I forget what it's called. Her ninja art or whatever. Her, as you see in the first wave, her skill, which does the debuffs, is quite, as you could say, slow. So you do want to wait a few seconds, as you see here, before you do anything, so that she can actually perform the skill. Otherwise, it'll cut off. Yeah, it's not instantaneous, which does kind of suck. However, she does provide 3 different status limits. I can't remember which because I am too dumb to actually look again. But she does. And one major thing with her true art is that she reduces status element resistance overall to the enemy. So Berwick and Sandstone, of course, they're just here. Yeah. You see here. So extra damage, highest chance to do more stuff, and most of these equips can probably be switched out for something way better, especially these units. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and I'll let you guys watch the rest of this and then cut to 0 or ending. Nah, fuck this, I'm out of here.